My fiance, Mark, and I had been together for 5 years. We were set to get married in 3 months. Together, we had built a wedding fund of $35,000. It was sitting in a joint account that, foolishly, I hadn't checked in a couple of weeks because I was buried in work. I came home early from a business trip to surprise Mark. Instead, I walked into our apartment and heard noises coming from our bedroom. When I opened the door, I didn't just find my fiance cheating. I found him in our bed with Chloe. The screaming match that followed is a blur. Mark was crying, Chloe was frantically throwing on her clothes, looking more annoyed at being caught than actually guilty. I kicked them both out. Numb and shaking, when I opened our wedding savings account, my heart stopped. Balance, $14.32. Mark had cleaned it out 2 days prior. In a panic, I called my parents, sobbing so hard I could barely breathe. I told them Mark and Chloe were sleeping together and that my money was gone. My mom's reaction wasn't shock. It was a heavy, exhausted sigh. "Oh, sweetie, you weren't supposed to find out like this." My blood ran cold. They already knew. My parents begged me to come to their house to talk it out. When I arrived, Chloe was sitting on the couch sipping tea, and my dad looked at me with this patronizing pity. They explained that Chloe had gotten herself into massive debt with some shady people, and Mark had generously offered to lend her the money from our fund to bail her out. The cheating? An emotional mistake born out of stress. My mother actually had the audacity to say, "You've always been the strong one, OP. Chloe needs this money more than you need a lavish wedding. Can't you just forgive them? Family sticks together." I didn't cry anymore. I just looked at the 4 people who were supposed to love me, stood up, and walked out. The nuclear option. If family sticks together, then I no longer had a family. I went into absolute scorched earth mode. The apartment lease was solely in my name. I had Mark's things packed into garbage bags, left them on the curb, and had the locks changed by sunset. I didn't quietly cancel the wedding. I sent a mass email to every single wedding guest, vendor, and mutual friend. Subject, wedding canceled. Dear friends and family, the wedding is canceled because Mark has emptied our $35,000 wedding fund to give to my sister Chloe, whom he has been sleeping with. My parents are currently harboring them both and helping cover up the theft. Please contact Mark or my parents for any questions regarding registry gifts. Because I went completely ghost, I didn't see the immediate fallout. But a mutual cousin recently filled me in on the absolute ruin I left in my wake. It turns out when you pull the pin on a grenade, the explosion is spectacular. They wanted to sacrifice my happiness, my future, and my hard-earned money to protect their golden child and maintain the illusion of a perfect family. Now, they are stuck with each other, buried in debt, shame, and regret. As for me, I am living in a beautiful apartment in a city where nobody knows my drama. My bank account is recovering, my peace of mind is restored, and I sleep perfectly at night, knowing that the trash took itself out.